day that you went away.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Nika and this is a skeleton. The hip bone's connected to the leg bone's connected to the knee bone bone's connected to the other leg bone. Is there just any day where you could not make this awkward? What's that, Mr. Bones? No! I'm glad if you're still watching this, but I understand if you're not. Sorry about that. It just had to happen. You know, one of those things. Alright, so I've actually been out of town a whole lot this past month. The first week of October, we actually went to Disneyland, which was an absolutely amazing trip. And let me tell you, I fangirl over Mickey Mouse more than I would fangirl over Justin Bieber, which is actually a really bad example considering that I never really got the Bieber fever. I just didn't. So a better comparison would be I fangirl over Mickey Mouse way more than I fangirl over Davey Havoc. Does anyone know who that is? Just proves how cool I am. Or maybe I'm just cooler than all of you.
Heard the funky beat that you was playing down here.
But if you're interested in checking out our Disneyland trip, we actually vlogged it on our vlog channel. My husband and I actually have been working on a vlog channel for a while now, really working on making it more of an adventure-y, fun thingy, but keeping it cool. I'm literally the coolest person here. 4 days of our Disneyland trip vlog, so it'd be really cool if you went over there. Alright, so this last few weeks I've actually had something on my mind that I haven't totally known how to talk about, and I'm just going to express myself today. Today is going to be about expressing my feelings. Okay, so let me start by saying I have a confession to make. I am a millennial. No! It's true. I was born in 1993. I'm gonna be 24 in about 2 months. I know I look like I'm from the younger generation, the one that's 15 right now. Are those still millennials or are those something else? What is that called? I don't know. And here's the thing. I have been feeling a lot of hate these past several years towards my generation. I mean, that's a very obvious thing. Everybody knows it. And, but the reasons for some of the hatred on us is very silly to me. We're terrible for liking avocados. We're terrible for liking the Chainsmokers. Oh baby, hold me closer in the backseat of your Rover, and I know you can't afford. That's literally the only song I know by the Chainsmokers. So, I guess I kind of suck at the whole millennial thing. And apparently we're terrible also because we don't respect our elders, we won't keep a job, we won't go to school. We want things without working for them. We don't understand politics. I think that the underlying problem, and this is something that I've been really thinking about and trying to learn how to convey, is we're just in a really weird, awkward time right now. You know when you're in a dating relationship and there's that time where everything's good and it's perfect and you're just tra-la-la-la-la-ing all around. And then there's, the point where you're ready to get married and you're ready to settle down and you want to start a family and you want to start a life. You know that awkward in-between time where you're not sure what's happening? I think that's where society is right now. So just hear me out. Last week I was out to lunch with some people and a lady that I was staying across from picked up her phone to check her Snapchat. Now me, this didn't even cross my mind as anything. I didn't think about the fact that she was on her phone. It just didn't occur to me. I didn't think about it. I was just enjoying my lunch. She immediately looks up and apologizes for being rude. And it got me thinking, there's just no etiquette for us. There's no list of do's and don'ts now having the phones, now having the technology, now having these new things that have been kind of controlling our lives the past couple years. As a millennial, I can remember a time where we didn't have cell phones. I can remember a time where I still had to use a tape deck. I can remember a time where I had to save up my allowance and buy the album that I had been waiting for $14.99 plus tax. So, we're in a big shift and we've seen it, and I think it's affected us a bit because we do act a little entitled sometimes. I'll be honest, I have my entitled moments. When I'm at the store and I see those avocados, I gotta have those avocados. But anyway, my point is there's just not a lot of do's and don'ts that have been set for us because it's a whole new time. We're in a weird transition stage in the world. We're in a time where things are changing and evolving, and we kind of have to figure out what to do and what's polite and what's not. And I think there's going to be new ground rules for politeness, if that makes sense. So I think the point that I'm trying to make with this is I'm just sending out a request to give us a little bit of grace as we figure this stuff out. You know, the whole adult life thing is really, really hard, and you know, I feel like we're adults in this world where there's a lot more stuff happening, you know, technology-wise than there was, you know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And throwing our senses all over the place, and you know, it's a lot easier to have an opinion now, and it's a lot easier to put your opinion out there, but then it's also a lot easier to have your opinion attacked by everybody. So you know, it's the state of figuring out what's too much to say and what's not enough to say, and what's worth standing up for and what isn't. We're kind of in a weird phase of figuring that out. So I just ask that you older generation folk, give us love through this as we figure it out. And millennials, my friends, let's be nice to the older people as well. You know, we have to understand that they were not raised exactly the same way that we were. They didn't live a life exactly the same way we were. We've all had to figure this whole life thing out in our own way, and people just perceive things differently. No two humans are exactly alike, and we're gonna handle things differently. That's about all I have to say about that. Yeah. I don't know, that's just been on my mind the past couple of weeks, and I haven't totally had an outlet to put it out there. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. It really means the world to me. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button as well and become a part of the whatever this is. What are we? What are we?